bling factor, which you wouldn't get if you had colour all the way through. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's a foil surface on the top.
Absolutely, because it pushes it up to the top and it makes it, well, you get that lovely, lovely shine.
You do, a fantastic bling, which you don't have to have if you don't want, because there's lots of ways of reducing the bling down.
Which we'll talk to you about later. I can't wait to get and see this in action. So let's, as quickly as we can, give you your starter price tag for your starter kit. Ready to get going? There is one other thing that you need, and that is the pan, the heating pan. But we'll talk about any other ways in which you can heat your shrink plastic, friendly plastic, if you've got a heat gun. Here's everything that you get. You've got your friendly plastic strips in assorted colours. You get 10 of those. Your black cloud clay, 113 grams, and your laser mesh sheets. 10 of those, all for £27.95. Liz, with all of this plastic, how much can we expect to create out of 10 sheets of plastic? Out of £27.95 is a great price tag, isn't it? But if I'm at home and I've never used this product before, how much can I expect to create out of it?
It really depends on what you're doing with it. If you're making small beads, then you could make dozens and dozens and dozens of things. But if you're making something big and clunky, you might only get 3 or 4 out of it. It really does depend
on the project.
Yes, you'll see a bit later on how little we use. And it's all recyclable, so you can reuse every scrap.
Is it recyclable because you just reheat it again?
Yes, and you can recolour it again. So don't waste any scrap.
You can recolour it?
Yes.
I can't wait to get over to you and just have a good old chin wag with you. Wow. Now, right now, Ed's just saying, you know, and I agree, right now, at the moment, if you've never seen this product, it's pieces of plastic to you that are coloured. Believe me, when you see what you can create with this friendly plastic, your mind is going to be whizzing with ideas. It is back in stock. We do have the wonderful Liz right here with us here today. One of 2 ways in which you can get your friendly plastic and get yourself on the phone lines 0800 644 655, or you can get yourself online, or the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Whilst it's in stock, grab it while you can. As soon as we start demoing, I know we're going to get even busier. You're going to love, need, want it. It's a must-have buy for anybody who is really looking for that brand new project to sink your teeth into. Very, very crafty. Can be used not just in jewellery, but in other crafty ways. Now, we're going to give you the replenishing kit, which is for you. And I say replenishing kit, it's also little extras for you. You've got to grips with your friendly plastic, or maybe you're just someone who wants it all now, so you don't have to keep adding. You are ready to go as soon as you get your friendly plastic kit, starter kit home. All you need is to be able to heat it up, which I'll talk to Liz about in just a sec. But if you want to add these little touches, or if you want your findings, I've got them for you right now. First of all, I'm going to show you that we have the gilding flakes in silver and the frosty kind of fairy colours. These are basically a little goes a very long way with the gilding flakes. You can add these on. Now, Liz, tell me, do you add these on before or after you heat?
After you've heated. You want to heat it with a heat gun to make it sticky, and then you can apply them. You don't
and then
need
flake
glue.
It on while it's sticky?
Yes, yes.
Fabulous. So you've got 2 of those in the silver and the iridescent. And then we're going to give you your mica powders. Now, mica powders we've seen with jewel enamel before, haven't we? And you can use mica powders in resin.
And with polymer clay.
And with polymer clay.
And with friendly plastic. And you can just put a little bit of water with it and turn it into a lovely shimmery paint.
I love when we give you, I love that friendly plastic is so versatile in the way that every single element will work in lots of different ways. So far, everything I've given to you isn't just about friendly plastic. If you've got your, well, like we're saying, if you've got your resin, if you've got your jewel enamel, if you've got your polymer clay, then you can use it. If you love to paint, you can use these. You've got your mica powders. You've got your mica powders in the gold, in the copper, and in the dusky blue. And then you've got, what are these? Your film, your fusible film.
It's exciting stuff. We use that with jewel enamels when we made like faux dichroic glass, and it's fantastic. When you heat it with a heat gun or drop it into jewel enamels, it is gorgeous. It crunches up and all the colours start to sing out, and you'll see I've made a very blingy bracelet.
It's reminding, it's very Andy Warhol, isn't it?
Yes.
All this here, look at that. I love this already, and I don't even know what it does. I'm just thinking in a crafty way you could put this on cards, but my goodness, I'm so excited to see how we put it into jewellery. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 very long sheets. A little goes a long way?
Yes, definitely.
So you've got 5 in there. How lovely is this? So these are your little extras, and by the way, I'm also going to throw in a findings pack for you. 100 gold on e-coated copper findings for you. You've got shepherd's hooks, 2 toggle clasps, you've got a metre of chain, your eye pins, your head pins, your crimp beads, your crimp bead covers, and your gold balls. Everything you need to get crafty with. Are you ready? TWGC02. Here's your little extras for under £20.90. It's not, do you know what I love about this, Liz, is that it's a very affordable way of having a different technique, a different craft, a different element to your jewellery making. We're not talking about spending hundreds of pounds to learn a new technique.
No, and it doesn't require lots of special equipment either. So there's no major investment in that. You can use things you've already got.
Can you?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm going to talk to you a bit about that later, because I have given to everybody at home the friendly plastic, and the thing for me was I didn't know everything about it, and I want to know everything about it. So I'm going to get, of course, across to you right now. Let's go over, and we're going to bring the details for the starter kit back on screen for you, and I'll bring the plastics over so that you can have a look at what colours you've got. Now let's take the time to have a look at the jewellery, the pendants that Liz has created with friendly plastic, and think about how friendly plastic is going to change our designs, how friendly plastic is going to introduce a brand new skill to our jewellery making, and that's the most exciting thing about it,
yes.
Isn't it? I love that all of the things that you've created are very different. I can't imagine how I'm going to be able to create things that are as wonderful as this. Have a look. I absolutely adore the iridescence that's inside the flowers that you've created. Look at that. I mean, you just want to wear it out.
I nearly wore it, but I thought it didn't go with a black and white.
It'll always go. It's gorgeous. I love this. I absolutely. And look at this on ribbon.
This is the fusible film, you see.
Hang on. This is fusible film that I've got in my hand. That's ribbon.
That's ribbon.
Yeah.
But in there and in a little flower there, it's fusible film with friendly plastic. Yes.
It makes a huge difference.
It's
fantastic. I love it. And then let's have a look. You've made your own beads. These are fun.
Bead making, you can spend days, weeks, years making beads. There's so many different options to doing that.
I love it. I love it.
It's a little Sputnik bead, that one.
A Sputnik bead, I like it, and you've got the little drill hole in there.
Yeah.
Now let's have a look, because you've created things that are different textures out of friendly plastic, and my understanding is that you can manipulate this even when it's warm, because in my mind, if we're melting plastic, I can't touch it with my fingers, but that's not right, is it?
Do you want to feel a bit?
I absolutely do.
I have a bit that's ready if you want to feel it.
I do. I'm going to show everybody your
Okay.
jewellery, and then just look how different these designs are. Now this is something you'd expect to see in a wonderful silver mine shop. You know, you go into them and you just think, oh, we've got, I know that there are shops, you know, that just sell silver and wonderful pieces of silver. I mean, this is just spectacular, Liz. It's wonderful. It's artistic. You are, to be honest, looking at all of this, I do think, my gosh, you have to have a degree in art to do things like this.
I never did. I didn't even do O-level art.
No, I was going to say shut up.
No, I didn't do O-level art.
Are you serious?
Serious.
Textiles? Did you do textiles?
No, I did a degree in business studies.
Okay, good. This is good.
So anybody
really?
can do these things.
Are you
yes.
serious?
Serious.
Oh my gosh.
I just have a passion, and I've been working with this for more than 21 years. So the
Wow.
more you work with a particular material, the more you get to understand it.
Absolutely agree with that. I totally. Right, now, you promised me a feel of the plastic, and that's what I'm here for.
Yes. In the melting pot, which is what I've got here as a way of softening the plastic.
Is that the only way of softening the plastic?
You can use a pan on the hob. Anything that you can maintain water temperature at 60 to 70 degrees centigrade.
I've just got to move this. There we
That's
go.
my cold water pot. Don't let it go too far, because I need it.
Can I put it there? Is that all right?
Yes,
just
that's all right.
Can't get the camera in. Okay, so I can. Now this is good, because I was telling everybody at home that you needed a melting pot, but you don't.
No.
Just a regular pan.
You can use a regular pan. If you've
Would
got
I-
a melting pot, that's great, and you can get it obviously because it's got multi-purposes.
Okay. I'm just thinking, anybody who's got a pan and is thinking, right, I'm going to use that. Would I be able to use it for cooking with afterwards or not?
Yes.
Should I? Really?
Yes.
So it's non-toxic?
It's non-toxic. You can chew it.
No.
If you want to. Yeah. It is chewy, but the dog will attest to that. But it is chewy.
You know I will eat anything. You know that they call me the human dustbin. I am totally having a chew on that later. I'll let you know my findings, everyone.
Teeth marks might be an interesting texture. I don't know.
Right, so you promised that I could feel it. Because, right,
yes.
What temperature are we going to?
60 to 70 degrees. That is critical.
How do I measure that temperature if I'm doing it in a pan at home?
Use your finger. And you can't put your finger in for more than a second.
What should I be feeling for? Should it be like, ooch?
Yes, you should not be able to put your finger in for more than a second.
I've got asbestos hands though.
Well, so have I really, but it's hot, but not. It shouldn't be boiling at all.
It's not tepid. It's hot. It's warm. Yeah, it's hot.
60 to 70 degrees.
Okay.
If you can't put your finger in for even a second, it's too hot. If you can put your finger in for more than a second, then it's probably way too cool.
Okay.
Or you have a medical condition.
Okay.
So, okay.
Okie doke. So you're using a pick.
I am using, but you must make sure that it doesn't touch the bottom of the pot because this is metal and that's non-stick.
Okay.
So I'm just going to touch it. I'll tell you the reason why I'm using something that's pointy is because if you have a ball end or anything that's got texture on there, the plastic will cling to it and you won't be able to get it off. So you want something nice, smooth end.
Okay. Now you've cut just a small square, is that right?
I have. Look, it's been sitting in there for a while, so it's got a lovely texture to it now.
And that happens naturally. You haven't put a hole in there.
No, it's just got texture.
And you're not burning.
Well, I wouldn't be because it's only 60 to 70 degrees.
Of course.
If you use the heat gun, you can overheat it and get it way too hot. Pull it, play with it, stretch it.
Oh, and I love the black comes through.
Yeah.
It's like paint splashes. Oh my gosh, I love it. Will it dry like that?
Well, if you pop it into cold water, it will hold its shape.
Okay, so I want to get a shape that I like, and then I put it into the...
Yeah. I'm going to show you how to make a bead doing just that.
Shall I put this in cold water or do you want to use it?
No, you can put it into cold water, we'll recycle it.
You could make a lovely poppy like that, couldn't you?
You can make lovely, lovely flowers. There's so many things, you know, if you're into hand modelling and things, it's perfect stuff to use.
I love it already. I'm just thinking, how lovely if you want to do poppies and give some money to charity.
You could easily do that.
I just think it's lovely to be able to jewellery make and say, you know, for every £2 you give £1 to charity or whatever, you know, isn't that... How long do I leave it in the water for?
Feel it now and you'll find it's pretty hard.
Whoa! Look at that! Oh my gosh, I love this. Can you hear it? It's tapping hard, if that makes sense to you. Oh, Liz, I love this. It's going to be one of my new... You know, I'm a real fan of silver clay, and I love that you can create artwork actually and make it into jewellery. That's something that I'm really passionate about. This is wonderfully easy, fantastic to look at. What else can I do? Tell me everything.
All in this short space of time. I don't think I can tell you 21
Tell
years
me everything you know.
But this little piece, if you said, oh, well, actually, I don't quite like that poppy shape, you could just pop it back in the water and remelt it.
So there is zero waste to this product as well?
Yes.
It's really affordable.
Yes.
There is no waste.
Leave that one there, so
easy to replenish. Can I buy these separately?
You can.
Soon on the website?
I don't know exactly what Jewellery Maker got planned on that one.
Okay, we will have, Ed's just telling me, I'm sure we will have them very, very shortly on the website. So this is a very new product to us here at Jewellery Maker. It's certainly the second time that the gorgeous Liz has been with us. And so we are buzzing busy on the phone lines. Please do send your messages as soon as you can, 60777 JM Studio, followed by your message. If you bought it on the launch and you want to replenish, now's the time to do it. The Editions bundle is there as well. And it's at the bottom of your screen right now. Okay.
Right, I'm going to show you a couple of simple beads.
Okay,
well, actually, one is a bit of fun. I'm going to move this out of the way because we're going to now use the heat gun.
Righto.
So I'm put that there.
And remember, the heat gun is not essential. The melting pot is not essential. You can use the heating gun is on your screen right now. You can use just a pan and water.
You
so
can.
Don't worry.
And also, if you haven't got a heat gun and you want dry heat, because there are certain times when you do want the dry heat, you can put it in the oven on its lowest temperature setting. Just turn the fan off, otherwise you'll have everything blowing everywhere.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to heat that. Is that the fastest? Yes, I'm on the fastest setting.
And remember, it's non-toxic. So I was just thinking, oh, will it make, if I was to grill it, my daughter's obsessed with grilled cheese sandwiches, would it taste like, no, it's non-toxic, isn't it?
Exactly. Oh, but it is chewy.
So don't worry if you're using the oven.
No, no, that's exactly. It does not give off fumes either. Okay. So that is really
I will
good.
actually. I can absolutely back that up because I can't smell anything now.
In fact, many of the other things you use have got a bit more smell to them than this.
Yeah, I can see it's glossy, and that's because it's heating up?
Yes, and we want it to just soften and lay down completely.
Okay.
Okay, so is that looking pretty good now, I think? We'll just check it and see. If you just want to do the bend test, and then you can see whether it's soft enough to work with. And I'm making a simple bead because I want to show you something that I didn't do last time. Right, I'm just putting all the corners in.
You're making an envelope.
I am, and then I'm just going to push all of the edges in because what I'm trying to do is avoid any of the black showing.
Okay, so we can make a gold bead?
Yes.
And you're just rolling, rolling, rolling?
Rolling, absolutely. And then I'm going to pop it into cold water.
What about the drill hole? Would I do that now?
No, because if you did that now, it would squish and move because it's you know,
squishy.
Yeah.
It would distort.
It would distort. And if you left it on the side, it would have go saggy and have a flat bottom. Which isn't
we
a
can
good
all
plan.
relate to that,
Yes,
can't we? Let's face it.
So I'm going to leave that in there to cool. And I put some ice in here so it shouldn't take too long to cool.
Okay.
So give it a few seconds.
It's so hot in this studio.
I know,
it's warm in there already.
But I did bring ice. I've
what a
learned
beautiful
this.
day outside, everybody as well.
And what I'm going to do, I hope that the camera can see this because I just need to, can I get you to hold that down for me?
Absolutely. There it is there.
Lovely. I want to just skewer this because I want to use my board.
We can do it here then.
I don't want
Hang
to
on.
skewer.
Let me move that onto the towel. There we go.
Without knocking
and then we can do it on
off.
the overhead if
and
we
look
go.
at my beautiful board here. It's really filthy. Can I just...
There?
Is that okay?
That's
Can
fine.
you see?
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Okay, so I'm just going to now push the needle tool all the way through, or your awl or whatever.
Okay.
And you can see that the outside is hard and the inside is soft. So that is then, you've got a hole there.
So just piercing through.
Yeah, and then you just put it into cold water, leaving it on the needle tool. Sorry, I'm waving that all over the place there.
Into the cold water.
Into the cold water, I'm going to leave that. But then I have a Blue Peter moment here because this is a bead
One
I
you
made
earlier. Same colour or different colour?
This is a different colour. This is
right,
copper.
Okay. So it will dry the same.
Yes.
The reason I ask you that is because I was wondering whether when it dries it changes colour, but it doesn't.
No, it's exactly the same colour.
Okay.
This is a bead I made earlier, and this is the tubular knitted wire. I use mesh. I think
love
you've
the
got
mesh.
This, yeah. So I'm going to put that in here.
Oh.
And then I'm going to. Whoops. Says I. I'm going to put it in here.
Yeah.
And.
Oh, they look like sweets now.
They do. If I manage to make a hash of that, there we go.
That's
Down
right.
we go.
In it goes.
Okay. Now I'm just going to give it a little twist. This is a hard bead that I made earlier. You need to do this with a cold hard bead, not with a fresh soft one.
Cold hard bead. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So can the pan be seen? Yes, it can.
Yes, it can.
Right. Then
You're going to put the mesh into the water.
Yeah. The mesh doesn't harm with the water.
Okay.
It's metal. You know, it's wire. It's not going to harm. I just want to soften it a bit on the outside. If you're using,
is it going to texturise? Sorry, I'm so
to
impatient.
Yes.
I'm like a kid. Are we nearly there? Are we nearly there?
This is 3D ooze. This is my, because ooze is a technique I developed from
I love it.
Pushing lace into my friendly plastic, and it got a bit stuck in there.
A bit oozy.
Yeah. So I pushed the idea even further. So what I'm going to do now is the outside is soft, and I'm just going to twist, and you get.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. It's literally oozing through and creating a whole new texture, and so easily. I love
Isn't that good?
that.
Can I put it into cold water to stop it oozing? So I'm going to just pop that over there.
Absolutely. Of course. You tell me what you're going to do, not the other way around.
Well, I didn't want to move too fast, that's all. So. Okay,
Oh
so now that's in there, you could slide a bought bead on, you know, one of your fantastic stones.
Yeah.
And then put another friendly plastic bead in and do a bit more ooze. So you can make a whole necklace of it.
So great, if you've got any mesh, or if you haven't, go and grab some from our website or get the oozing. So do the oozing sheets work in a very similar kind of way?
They do. I wasn't going to actually demonstrate the oozing today because I did it last time.
That's fine. No, we and don't forget, we will be putting this show onto our website, so don't panic if you're not getting it. What you do need to concentrate on now is getting the starter kit because it's very, 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 very busy right now. Ooh.
Okay, that is oozing with the laser mesh.
Oh.
And you see, it makes it really neat and tidy because I'm not a desperately neat and tidy person.
I'm with you.
So if you want neat and tidy, the laser mesh is fantastic. It's for all you Miss Neatnicks out there. who like everything to be regular.
People who aren't neat. And you just want to give off the impression. That's
Exactly.
what I like to do. My car's gleaming on the outside. Inside, you don't want to even get in there.
I'm with you on that one. So it's just showing you there's different sizes in the pack.
We've got some questions for you.
Yes.
Oh, we're sorry, we have got some questions coming up for you later, and for anybody else that's got questions, please get them in as soon as possible, because we will be giving a little bit of a question and answer with Liz momentarily. 60777 JM Studio, followed by your message.
Okay.
Okie dokie, so where are we now?
We're going to make some paper style. No, we're going to do some scrunchy beads, actually.
Scrunchy beads.
Scrunchy beads. We're going to make
What's
beads
a scrunchy bead?
like these ones there. Does that
Have
make
a look.
sense?
They're very futuristic.
Well, you know, I'm not a tidy person, and I like to have things that are a bit irregular. The pots are there, okay.
Let's pop that pot out the way, and then Brucey can get in.
Apologises.
No, gosh, no, don't you dare. Right, so you've cut a
little piece
of
the green.
Okay.
This is called citron, this one. I'm using the heat gun again for this.
And the heat gun information is for you on the bottom of your screen right now.
You can use, you know, any heat gun you've got. This one does have 2 settings if you find it blows about too much.
Hairdryer's not going to work?
No, hairdryer.
But you may as well put it in a pan if you're going to do it at home with things you've already got. Now this is something, Friendly Plastic is amazing in the way that if you want to try it out for the first time, you don't have to buy all the gear.
Definitely
just
not.
to get started.
Yes.
You've got the basic gear at home if you've got a saucepan or an oven. £27.95 is your price tag. You don't need the heat gun, but if you do start to think Friendly Plastic is something you're going to do on a daily basis, it might be a wise investment, but you don't need it, essentially. £27.95 for all of that. You've got your plastic using sheets, that wonderful clay I love. Right, so you've melted with the heat gun.
Until it's soft.
And then
if you want to check that it's soft, remember the bend test.
Yeah, and it'll go with.
Yep, and now I'm just going to flip this over. I want to just... Okay.
And again, it's safe, it's non-toxic. When it's hot, it will not burn you because you're not boiling it. You're not getting into a state where it's absolutely piping hot.
That is critical when you're using the heat gun because it is easy to overheat.
Yes, and you can probably see it'll start to bubble, will it?
Well, it can bubble, but it can just be really hot.
Okay.
So don't put your fingers on it. If it does get too hot, just let it cool down.
Let it be, because you can always. Oh, and now remember, no waste. If you don't like what you're doing, you just pop it back in the pan or use your heat gun and you redo what you've done. There is no waste. You can recycle everything.
And if things get stuck to you, or if you've got hot fingers, pop them in straight into the cold water.
Okay, yeah, always have that cold water to hand, and you can put some ice in it if you want. And we all know that if there is a situation where we feel like we're going to burn, it's cold water you need to go for straight away. You just need to put your hands under the cold tap or into cold water.
All I've done is
just going to pop that there,
moving
my darling.
forward. Have to do everything at arm's stretch here,
I know, it's so hard, isn't it? It is hard because we all know
arms, that's what I need.
We haven't got Mr. Tickle arms at home. You're not like this.
That's right. Look, I'm not even cutting straight here. Look, I'm just cutting really rough shapes.
So just with regular scissors, and the thing to note is that the plastic isn't sticking to the scissors.
No, not really.
You haven't done anything to the scissors, greased them or anything.
You can do if you want to. Put a bit of Vaseline on them.
Okay.
So I've got 2 really irregular shapes. I'm just going to cool them down a bit because I want to put foil in them, and I'm not going to do this for both of them. I'll just do it for one.
Okie dokes.
I have got some transfer foils. And if we use...
Right, okay, I've noticed these are the same as the nail foils that I
They
bought before.
are like the nail foils.
Yes.
Nail foils are a lot more expensive.
Well, they are expensive, yeah.
And as I don't do nails, you see, there's no...
Well, good. Do you know what? I've noticed a lot of crafty people love to do their nails
not me
as well, don't they?
They get in the way of everything.
Do they?
Yes. Absolutely get in the way. I'm just taking out a piece.
Where do you get these foils from,
Oh, you
Liz?
can get them from almost everywhere. There's
Every crafty kind of shop. Transfers, really, aren't they?
They're heat transfer foils, that's what they're called. So, or craft transfer foils. The colour is on the plastic carrier sheet, so the colour is on the underside of that.
Okay.
So I'm going to turn it that way. And what I want to do is just heat the edges of this.
So we're not doing anything at the moment with the foils?
No, we will be in a second. I'm just going to use this, heat this across there. Whoop. And I'm going to put that on there. And just rub across.
So it's got to be hot. Oh, look at that. You just press it on. And that's easier than nail foils.
It is.
You have to use glue.
You don't have to use glue because the plastic, it gets sticky, doesn't it?
It does. Can we see it really slowly, says Chloe, because she's...
I'm not sticking my fingers on. holding my
She'll
fingers
stick
over the end of
herself
the
to
heat
it.
gun. It's hot.
We'll
okay,
we'll
so I'm
see,
going really. Okay, I'll do it again in a second.
This bit slowly
okay.
she wants. That's it.
Right.
So stick it on.
On, and you pick
That's
it up, and then you just rub your finger over it and over.
And look at that, you get that iridescence. Isn't it fantastic? So these foils will be something that we will be hopefully looking at bringing to you in the future, very, very soon. In fact, I'm just hearing. Yeah. If not, if you've got that crafty shop near you, or you can get them on famous auction websites as well.
Yes.
£27.95 is for your friendly plastic starter kit. We are very busy for that one, so just to let you know, the replenishment bundle, your little extras bundle, is £19.95. It's on the bottom of your screen right now, and for under 20 quid. I do think, Liz, out of most of the new skills that we learn, this is probably the most affordable.
I think it's extremely affordable.
Yes.
And it's also an awful lot of fun.
It is
hugely good fun.
And do you know,
It really
I'm just
is.
thinking my daughter would go crazy for doing this with me.
How old is she?
She's 11. She's going to be 12 in the summer holidays.
Yes.
She'll love it. Well, actually, my son likes things like this. We've been melting crisp packets and things. Do you remember how you used to do that? They love doing stuff like that.
Oh, well, she'll have a fantastic time.
Yeah.
Just make sure you're with her, though, because obviously we're using hot things.
I will. You know, she's as clumsy as me, so, you know.
Okay, I'm being
It's
really
safer
clumsy
to
today,
do things like this than bake cakes, I've noticed, though.
Oh, right, and get more mess around the kitchen.
Yeah, not only that, they eat all of the cake mix.
Okay, I'm just making this sort of roughly into a square. I've just heated it up in hot water, and then I'm just going to twist that. Just to get
What,
a shape
is that
like
easy? Oh my gosh,
and then
look.
it's going straight in the cold water.
And look, that's how. Oh, I
Yes.
thought that it was so much more. Like, do you know? Let's have a look at the finished, beautiful jewellery. And with that lava rock, it looks amazing. And actually, it's given me a whole new love of lava rock now. I need some.
Yeah, I think it's great when it's contrasted with something shiny.
Yes, absolutely. Look at these. It's so simple to achieve something like that. I just love it. So, Liz, where are we going now?
We're going to make a paper style bead.
A paper style bead?
Yes.
Have we got an example of a paper style
They're
bead?
all the way around this one here. Look, these. All these.
These ones?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, and you're rolling, it's like a croissant.
Yes, it's exactly like a croissant. I wouldn't have thought of that first off. I was thinking paper beads. You think food.
I always think food. That's what, you know, if you have ever made your own croissants and you, well, actually, I'm saying I made them all.
Yeah.
How do you say it? Croissant.
Croissant, that's what it is.
They're all
isn't it?
laughing at me because like they say I'm saying it wrong. Anyway, now...
What's with your best French accent?
Yeah, un croissant. Now, yeah, here, all I do is bend them in and that's my little croissant. Oh my gosh, I didn't realise you'd done this already.
Yes, I did that. A little while ago. I can't remember exactly when.
Sorry, I'm just completely off the beaten track here. I've just seen, we've got the Friendly Plastic DVD. It's wonderful. It's just £4.95 for you. Sorry, Ed, she was putting it. Have we? I just saw it on the side and I thought, oh my gosh. Has this been out?
It has. It came out actually just at the beginning of June though, because it didn't come for the launch show because it was not quite ready in time. I think they had problems getting it ready.
I'm going to talk to you a bit more in depth about that. It's £4.95. We're at an essential stage, so I'm going to come back to you, Liz.
Okay, right. I've got a strip of Friendly Plastic that I've just been warming in the hot water.
Just a strip, yes,
of bright pink. And then I'm just going to heat the edge of this triangle.
Edge.
It's a triangle. Can you see this triangle shape? So I'm just going to heat the edge of that.
So you're just heating the edge, dipping the edge into the water to get it warm and to heat it up. And that's to make it stick?
Yeah, I'm going to touch them together.
Oh, hang on.
And it's just touching me a bit. Okay, so can you see that?
They bond together so beautifully.
They do, and you just turn it around and bring it up the other side.
Okay, if we can show it to Brucey, that would be wonderful.
So, can you see that?
I so can. I love it.
So now we're going to put that in the hot water.
Okay.
And we're going to soften it.
And it'll stay together. It won't come apart.
It should stay together.
Okay.
Okay. It'd be just my luck that it doesn't. And I've done these.
Sometimes that happens, does it? That they drift apart.
If you've stuck them together well, then they
should be all right.
What I've got there is just kebab stick and a pot of really ancient Vaseline. So I'm not going to show you the pot of Vaseline, it's too disgusting. It's really old. Just a tiny bit, but don't put too much on, otherwise it won't stick.
Is there a reason you've put the pendant face down?
It helps to prevent it from sticking to the base of the pan.
Oh, because the black is stickier to the base of the pan?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And this is a non-stick pan, but still.
But don't take risks.
Yes, I'm just going to move that so you can see a bit better.
Okay, thank you.
Oh,
lovely.
Sorry,
No,
don't want to skewer you. I'm going to just pick this up and put it straight over the edge of that.
I'm so excited.
Okay, now I'm going to see whether I can do this facing the camera. I don't know whether I will.
Can you imagine what I'm like on Christmas Day, everybody?
You're going to make me laugh, and I'm going to go skew with. I'm trying not to stretch it. I was just wanting to just curve it around.
Oh, I love. Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
It's a bit off. It's because I'm doing it.
No, it's vertical.
It's perfect. It's better horizontal. I would normally hold the stick like this, okay, and roll away with my left hand and just guide with my right.
Oh, it's amazing. So easy.
Cold water.
It looks so artistic. If I did something like it's, you know, I keep likening it to silver clay, and I'll tell you why. It's easy to achieve something amazing.
Really quickly.
This is cheaper than silver clay because I have noticed that, and it's fun. These are bright colours we're using, and they're fun and they're fabulous, and do you know, I love this. But you don't have to have really bright, bold colours. If you look at the rest of Liz's jewellery, we got some very serious pieces of jewellery in there as well, actually. And for an example, again, the piece with all the gorgeous sort of bezel sets, I think it's beautiful. So you can be very serious with shrink plastic, with friendly plastic. You can really go to town with it, party style it. Your imagination is as far, is your only limit. And that is just the most amazing thing. For me, if I'm honest, I'm learning a new skill in the most affordable way with no waste, and that appeals to me.
And there's not very much preparation either. So with polymer clay, you have to condition it and all that sort of stuff, which is quite hard on the hands. So this isn't, and I do find I have arthritis, and I can work this really easily.
That's important to note, actually. So if you have got problems in that way, if you're slightly arthritic or anything like that, this is a very malleable, very easy medium to work with.
Definitely. The most difficult thing is using your scissors, so that's...
I can do that.
If you can do that, then you're all right, okay. What I'm going to do is I've got some of the fusible film on here. Okay. So we're going to do something like this.
Now the fusible film comes with your replenishment kit, which is $19.95, and you get 5 sheets. Let's see how a little goes a very long way.
It does. Let's just heat this up. I don't want to put this on while you're talking, because otherwise you might not hear me, or you might not hear.
Can we put it?
Yes, that's it.
Thank you.
Well, you know what I meant.
It's all right. It's all right. You do what you got to do.
Okay. Right. You just want to make it glossy.
Okay.
And then we're going to put that on.
Oh, you're putting it over the black?
Yes, the other side is the colour side. Right. As you can see, that's the colour side.
Oh, of course, now I see the finished piece, I can see that.
And this is when you actually see the real colours of the film, because until you do this, the films they all look, a little bit similar. Yeah. But when you heat them up, they're not similar at all. Just while that's just cooling in just a second, let me just show you something.
Can I use this again, the bit that you've cut off?
Oh, yeah, I'm just going to show you something. I'll move that one to one side. If you didn't want to use the film just as I've just done there, then you can take a little piece and just hold on to it and heat it up and watch what happens then. Start to go. Sticking to the mat slightly. It's fantastic. And it blows all over the place.
There it is
There's notes there, look.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And that is just gorgeous, and you could create
Can I touch it?
Yes. It's cold.
Fairy wings. Oh my! People make gemstone dragonflies.
Oh yeah, it'd be fantastic for that.
Imagine doing a wirework frame.
It's just the most fantastic.
I love it.
Yes.
That's exactly what you should be using for your dragonfly wings and your fairy wings, everybody.
And it's so light.
Perfect.
It's really good.
Can I feel it?
Yes.
And it's not brittle, it's flexible.
Yes. If you heat it too much, it will go a dull grey.
How beautiful that is as well. Oh, I love it. It is. Okay, so do we need to leave this to cool so that it sets on, or you just pop it to the side?
Yes, I'm just going to do that. See all those little bits, even those little bits that are there, I will save those and reuse them.
Wow.
Recycle everything.
Zero waste. That's what I love.
Yep. So I'm going to heat this. This just takes a little bit of effort to heat it because you now want it to be really soft. But the colours start to change and you really do begin to see what it's going to look like.
I'm so happy. This makes me happy.
But it does me. Honestly, I have been working with it for more than 21 years, and I've not stopped finding new things.
I feel so silly. I'm just like, I could be in the best sweet shop in the world right now. This is better than shoes.
Oh, really?
Yes, that's how much I love this.
Do you have that on record? I think that needs actually.
Chloe, Jenny Cleary, this is better than shoes. Seriously, if you've seen my shoes,
all I'm doing
is better.
I'm just pushing the foil down, the film down inside the friendly plastic.
This could be a buckle.
Yes, it's just because it makes the friendly plastic around the edges just curl in a bit, and then I'm just going to twist. Okay. This is why I'm doing it on a project sheet.
Oh my gosh, you're so clever. Look at this.
And
we need you in our house. How do we know all these techniques? Are they on the DVD?
These ones are not. No, I can't fit everything on a DVD.
You need to come more. I need more of you.
So what I'm going to do now is see if I can just make this sort of a bit more flower shaped. It might require a bit of hot water, or we might be able to do it without. So just a bit like that. So if I do that, and then if I plunge it into cold water, straight away, and then it will hold that shape, and then you'll see, if I take that out, it'll be a bit wet, but from there, I just put in a few seed beads in there, and you can, to make the difference, so you can see it makes the centre of the little flowers.
I've got a question, as I'm sure you knew I would have. How did you bond your bracelet frame? How did you bond the flowers onto the bracelet frame?
Very simply, I could show you with a brooch pin.
Please.
If you'd like.
Yes, sorry to everybody, in case you're like, no, that's not the... I need to know everything. I'm sure you do too. Whilst Liz is setting that up, I'm going to launch the DVD for you. You need to be on the phone lines. Here is your opportunity to get the Friendly Plastic DVD. Maybe you're umming and ahhing about Friendly Plastic. Grab the DVD, have a watch of it. You're addicted already, I know, like I am. Literally, Jenny Cleary states that Friendly Plastic, better than shoes. You need this medium in your life. If you are crafty and you think that there are several ways in which you can use Friendly Plastic for not just your jewellery making but for your other crafts, then pick up the phone and dial, because Friendly Plastic is fan-blooming-tastic. If you have been jewellery making for a while and you've been looking for a brand new way to revive, replenish, to get your juices going in terms of design, then Friendly Plastic is most certainly the way to go. It's very affordable, it's very effective, and first and foremost, it's ridiculously easy. You don't need any expensive equipment to be able to get going with Friendly Plastic. All you need is a pan with water. This DVD is just £4.95. I absolutely recommend that you grab your Friendly Plastic starter kit along with this DVD. There are 6 projects with the gorgeous Liz in your own homes. And do you know what? With our DVDs, we are dedicated to giving you the very best experience in your tutorial. We work at a certain pace, we don't rush it. Everything is done methodically, and so that you can do it as you go, as you watch the DVD. Sometimes if you download tutorials, they're very fast, aren't they? Or they go, here's what I made earlier, here's what I made earlier, and you're sort of, woo! Not with this. We are in our, of course, very friendly environment here in the Jewellery Maker Studios. And Liz, who did you do this with? Was it Vicky?
Yes, I think it was.
It was the gorgeous Vicky.
So many things have happened, I just can't remember everything.
It's all a whirlwind. What with me ringing you going, I need you to come to the studio right now, 8 o'clock at night, something ridiculous like that, to your DVDs, to right now. I mean, it's just such a fun element to your jewellery making, and wonderful. Now we are running out of time. We've only got 15 minutes, so let's get going.
Okay, right, we're going to put a brooch pin on the back of this. I'll show you what this is when I put the brooch pin on.
Okie dokie.
This is okay, so I've got a little piece in the hot water, just a little piece.
So one small rectangle.
Yes, that's going to fit in here, basically.
Okay, so it's just to cover whatever finding you're using.
Yes.
One small rectangle. If we could just move this up a little bit, that would be wonderful.
I'm going to be using that in a moment. So, do you know, there's just not enough space.
I know, and there's not enough time. There's not enough space.
Here we go. I'm going to heat the back of this just a little, just to make that sticky, because it needs to be sticky to receive the friendly plastic that's going to come out of the hot water.
Right.
So I'm going to put my brooch pin on. I've only heated it just a little.
Just to stick?
Yes, because if you overheat it, you'll find that...
It's tacky, isn't it?
Yes,
you'll
spoil your design on the other side.
Oh, really?
Yes,
yeah, okay.
Because you've just...
That makes sense, actually, doesn't it?
So, okay, I'm going to
now the friendly plastic you're taking out now is fully melted, as you would want it.
Soft, and I'm going to put that on there. I've used bright green so you can easily see it, that's all.
Okay, wonderful.
I wouldn't necessarily have used bright green if I was making this.
I want a whole craft stall full of this.
But if you press this down so that you make sure that the friendly plastic is sticking to the background, and also that you haven't got too much friendly plastic in the brooch pin. so that you've got space. Okay, so I'm put this in the cold water and then I'll show you on the other side. Okay, so there is your brooch.
Oh, you've texturised it.
I have, with a rubber stamp.
Just a regular heat-proof rubber stamp?
Yes.
That you can get on our website. Debbie Bolford's got some wonderful ones. Natalia's got some wonderful ones.
Oh, yes.
Get yourself on the website. Any heat-proof rubber stamp. We've got a question.
Yes.
Well, I'm putting my hand up as though it's my question. It's Chloe. If at a later date you wanted to use the brooch pin, could I melt it back down and take it out?
Yes, you could. You just have to spend a bit of time because it's sticky, obviously. You've got to remove the plastic. But yes, you can use it all again.
Fantastic. If I get my friendly plastic on anything, a carpet, anything like that, how do I remove it?
If it's on something really fibrous and the plastic is stuck around the fibres, the only way is to chop that out. But if it's stuck to, say, something plastic or glass or your work surface or the hob, which I had lots of pieces stuck to the hob, let it go completely cold and then just pop it off.
Okay,
just cold water, freeze things, chill things down, and then they'll be hard, and then they'll pop off.
Okay, just so if you are working where there is a carpet near you, the best thing to do is just protect the area that you're working with, or go in the kitchen where there isn't carpet. Best idea, or the bathroom. Not the bathroom, actually, no.
No, perhaps not the bathroom.
You lock the door, no one would be able to get in there for hours, would they? What are you doing? Nothing. Creating.
Right, what we were going to do next, we were going to start using up some of the recycling some bits and adding the mica and so the blue collar in the middle. Oops,
this one here?
Yes, that's it.
I'm going to bring this forward so that we can all see it a bit better.
And I should be really
That's one of my
organised.
favourites, I think. It just looks so expensive.
I'm just spending a second to look for my little rings, which should be here somewhere.
Now, these are, I'm just turning this around actually, all set in these little bezels. Did you create these yourself, Liz, or where did you get them?
Just simple rings. You can find them in all sorts of places now. I can't believe that.
Just simple rings?
Yes, little rings. They should all be
You could create your own out of wire though, couldn't you?
You could easily. There they are.
I'm going to show you the back of it so that you can see. So actually it's got the... It's kind of put together in a similar way to scale mail, isn't it, with the jump rings?
Yes.
But you can make your own rings just simply out of wire. If you're lucky enough to have the ring mandrel or a jig to get that very similar size every time, then brilliant. Okie doke. So what stage are we at? Where do we go?
We're ready. I'm going to just dry that up. I'm going to just tell you now that these are the rings that I eventually found. Okay. Out of a strip of friendly plastic, the wrong colour, I have actually cut some circles.
Okay.
But you don't have to if you don't want to. You can just cut some squares and push this in.
Did you get... so and heat it and push it in, you mean?
Yes. Just heat and cut.
Okay.
Do you want a quick demo of heat and cut?
Yes, please. Sorry.
We did this one before, you see, so I was thinking,
show me
I don't have to do that one today.
Me how. I'm monkey see, monkey do.
Then I'll move that. Actually, we're going to do it in the hot water, because that's actually is often the easiest way for a lot of people.
And remember this, you don't have to... Oh, you put your heat mat in the hot water.
I am, my little
you trickster.
Because that means that the plastic stays flat. So if you notice when I took things out of the water before, it was bendy and floppy.
Yes.
So this is going to keep the
Will
plastic
it not? It won't slip off. Let's see.
Fingers crossed, not in that size pot.
It's all about these little things that Liz has learned along the way, which we're basically stealing from her. Your 20 years of experience is our gain here.
But I'm evangelical. That's the word I'm looking for.
Evangelical.
About friendly plastic. So I'm happy to share. Because also, when you share, other people share back with you, and then you learn more.
It's true, and people learn things from other crafts or other jewellery making skills that they already have. Lots of you buzzing on the phone lines. Please be sure to check out baskets if you're shopping with us online today.
Okay, I just did the bend test. Do you remember the bend test?
Bend test, yeah.
And then you can just push your cutter in, just press firmly.
And this is a regular cutter. In fact, this looks like a polymer clay cutter.
Yes. You can just use anything, a metal cutter. Don't use the plastic ones. Because
so anything I've got in my cake decorating drawer and things like that, yeah?
If that sticks, don't panic, put the whole lot in cold water.
And Ed's just made a point, it's non-toxic. I can use my cake stuff with it.
Yes.
And that's really important because we are talking about using pans and ovens, and I think people are thinking, oh, well, can I, I know even oven cleaner, you don't want to cook something straight in there afterwards. I put bread in my oven to absorb the chemicals after that.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I picked it up somewhere along the way.
I hadn't thought of that.
Desperate housewife. you don't have to do that with Friendly Plastic. The first thing I must say to you is that I don't smell anything whatsoever. Even when we're melting down, I was just talking to you about melting down crisp packets at home. The kids love doing that. And that has a certain smell to it.
But there's
this not at all.
Nothing at all.
You can use your oven, you can use the pan afterwards. It's non-toxic.
Yeah. I've been teaching this for donkey's years and I've never had anybody react to it. So it's just easy to pop out your circle. Okay. So that's the circle.
Okie dokes.
So, well, we may as well use that one as it's here. Just dry this up and then just to show you how we get these in. Okay,
I'm so taking this home for Mia and my son. Max would love it too.
I'm just going to watch my little stash over here that you don't walk off with.
Yeah, well, that's the best. When I'm around, everyone nail things down.
I'm just going to hold this just for a second while I don't want it to blow away.
How do you stop that from sort of going up? Or
it doesn't curl upwards. It's the only thing. It sags downwards.
Oh, okay.
It's just that sometimes with blowy heat guns, they can blow all over the place.
Yeah.
So I just want this to be hot, and of course it's a non-stick surface, so it will slide if you're not careful. That usually happens when I look away and talk to somebody. So concentrate. Okay, it needs to be soft. Well, you see how close I'm holding the heat gun. And
you're quite close to it, but not touching.
No,
and keep kind of like when you blow dry your hair.
God, do you ever blow your dry hair with it that close to you?
Yeah, I do. I'm going to admit, is that bad?
Yes, I think you're supposed to.
That's why I'm so thin.
Okay, I've just put the ring on top and I'm just going to push down. Okay.
It's just saying his little girl, he always gets too close to her hair when she's like, ow, you're burning my head.
Exactly.
Men don't know. Men don't know. Just put it in plaits and let it dry overnight and put it to bed with a towel on her pillow.
Yeah, I'm just using a palette knife to just take off the excess.
I was going to say, stop, what are you doing? Hang on a minute, this is very, very, very easy.
Yes, it's extremely easy.
I love it. I mean, this is ridiculously easy.
So that's this, and of course with this I've done.
I'm just looking. Hang on a minute, we've got drill holes in here. How did you do that?
Well, I'll
Dremel?
No, you don't need to. I'll do it on this piece.
So we don't need any expensive tools.
No, you don't. You just push a hole. Are you through. Okay, easy. Just push it through.
You need your starter kit. This is the one that was just heated up. Is it sort of still a bit flexible when you're pushing through? Oh no, it's dry.
You can do it through the completely virgin Friendly Plastic as well.
Just drill straight through it with your bead reamer.
Yeah, not the reamer.
What is this? A pick, isn't it?
It is a pick. It's you can use the awl or anything. It's got it's just got a taper at the top, and then it's a continuous width all the way down. That's all. So that is that. And again, cool it off, but yes, because you're really sticking, so cool it off in the cold water. But what I want to do...
with the heat mat, and your heat mat and your gun are on the screen right now. You don't need them, they're just... But what you do need is the starter kit. You absolutely must get this. It's fabulous. I'm going to be banging on about Friendly Plastic for the rest of my life now. £27.95. I'm just thinking about, well, we're thinking about jewellery here. What else have you ever created out of Friendly Plastic? Is there things that we can do?
Masks and headdresses and collars and costumes, all sorts. Masses of masks.
That's
great. Lots of masks, yes. Do lots of those.
Please bring one in and show us.
I brought one in for the launch show, but I will next time. I
need to see everything. I just think this is wonderful.
It's fantastic. You know, if you can also use the paper masks, cardboard masks, you know, papier-mâché, that's the word I'm looking for. And then you can put the Friendly Plastic on top of those as well. So that's quick and easy.
This is great for my kids' homework projects as well.
Yes.
They come home with the most ridiculous homework. I'm telling you, I've been burning edges of paper and sticking things in coffee this week.
To make treasure maps and
exactly what I was doing. And you know what, Mia, because she's at senior school now, has the most crazy homework, and it's always a competition, and she always wants to get the best mark. I'm taking this home. Not only can we put it in jewellery, we can have anyone who's a bit of a competitive mother out there like I am. This is good. This is good. Ed's like that with me. What are you doing right now, my dear?
I've just heated up some scraps in the hot water, which I think people will watching.
Okay, yeah.
And they're nice and soft, so I'm just squishing it because I actually don't want any of the colour showing because I really want to
You've got a nice shine, a nice iridescence to this.
That's just the bits of the foil as they break up in here. So, right, just grab this. I'm going to just find my other project sheet because it is easier on a project sheet because you can move it more easily. Okay, I think that's going to be probably too big for this, but we'll see, yes. So we're going to take off a little bit of that. I might have to just reheat
just
this a
cutting it?
second. Yes, just cut it with scissors.
Okay.
I'm just going to have to reheat that for a second.
Okay, we've got 5 minutes, so you should have time.
I'm just going to take that out of there so you can see
Okay.
that one. Oh, attached.
Oh, I love it. I love this. I love this. I love this.
I'm so messy when I do a day.
I'm messy anyway in all things.
So that is basically the one side of these, and then the other side is where we can put some mica powders or something like that.
Chloe's just saying, why is it textured? Why is it textured? But Chloe, when it goes down, when you heat it, it does have that wonderful texture.
Yeah, sort of wrinkles, a bit leather-like. You can brush
Leather.
that.
That's exactly how I describe it.
You can sort of brush it out with your finger, burnish it out with your finger.
No, I like it. I like the texture.
Yes. Okay.
I want to keep that.
Well, we're going to do 2 different ones so I don't keep rolling my needle tools off the work surface. Okay. What did I do with the other?
Oh, I need it.
Oh, we'll push that off. I'm losing things all over the place today.
Yeah, don't worry. It's me, because I'm so sorry. I am giving you. I told you I'd ask you every annoying question in the world. Because when I'm interested, I need to know everything.
Yes. What I've done is just squish that piece into this into the ring, and in order to make it stay there without any glue, you need to just sort of ease it with your thumbs.
And it'll
over the
bond,
edge.
won't it? It will bond.
Well, it won't bond. It'll just cover the edge enough so that.
It creates a lip.
Yes.
So
on
that
both
it's
sides.
a stopper, if you like.
Exactly.
Okay, fine. Yeah, that's good.
Now I need to cool that. It's on both sides. It's not as perfect as I would like, but we haven't got time to make it perfect.
Do you know what, Liz? I don't want it to be perfect.
I can't do perfect.
I don't want it to be perfect. I want it to be individual. I want it to be quirky.
Yes.
You know what? That's what creating your own jewellery is all about.
It is,
want it
definitely.
uniform.
Well,
we go to the shop and buy it.
Exactly, but the nice thing is you can make all your quirky bits and then put them with the uniform beads and things, and it makes them look $1 million.
It does.
It does good things for both.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely. Some of the best designers in the world, are they uniform? Are they the same as everything? No way, of course they're not. $27.95 is for your starter kit, $19.95 if you want all the fabulous extras. Here's your starter kit with that lovely clay. You're going to have so much fun with that. £27.95, of course, with a 30-day money-back guarantee. VUGC06 is your item code for that. We've also got your replenishment kit, which has the sheets in it. It also has your findings in it. You've got your mica powders in there, and you've got your gilding flakes. $19.95. If you're somebody who wants everything on the off, then that's absolutely for you. We've got 2 minutes, my darling.
Right, we're going to be quick, okay?
Yeah.
This does need to be cold because we just want to make the top sticky.
So you want the bottom cold,
yes, top
and your
sticky.
top sticky.
Okay, so that's sticky. What I'm going to do is lick my finger. Maybe I should have put it in a bit of water, but...
No, do you know what? As much as we like to appear professional, sometimes...
Licky, sticky...
It's like when you put nail gems on.
Excuse me, I've got to stop my tongue now.
Yeah, that's all right, as long as it's not glue.
Yeah, well, I have done it once with
I need you to be able to
super glue.
I've done it with nail glue.
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Really bad.
We're the same person.
I spent the rest of the day, well, the rest of the time,
yeah.
with my mouth open when I was working, trying not to avoid putting
to pick it off. Yeah. Well, anyway, that's gross, isn't it? We're horrible.
Brushed on a little bit of the mica powders.
Well, look at what it's done. And will that stick because it's tacky?
Yes, well, the mica powders will stick because it's tacky. I would need to reheat and burnish a bit more, but what I want to do is to make sure that the flake sticks in, but I'm just going to do the other side and show you what the Stella Flash.
Exactly.
Quick. Get the Stella Flash on there as well.
Phone lines are buzzing. You need to check out baskets. $19.95 is for your replenishment kit, your additions, your little extras, and don't forget £27.95 for a whole new world in your jewellery. It is a whole new world. I'm so excited. You're never going to hear the end of this. You know what? I love it. I love it. This is brilliant.
I just adore it.
We've got 30 seconds.
Oh, quick, turn it around. This, by the way, when you heat the Stella Flash, it has the same effect as the fusible film, and it'll change colour a bit, and you'll get more colours come out.
This is incredible.
So you just then burnish, and you need to burnish it with your finger. But it's a bit hot at the moment. That outside ring.
If
so
we can
just
show that up, that would be brilliant to Brucey.
It's a bit warm. So
have a look. I mean, it's fabulous.
That's one side. Can you see that? Oop.
We gotta go. We gotta go. Oh, thank you so much. You're going nowhere. I'm going to pick your brains for the next 3 hours. Don't forget to join me live at 5 tonight, where I'm joined by the fabulous Cherry. Get buying.